Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is DJ Dizzy. I'm here with my two co-hosts,
Jay Antonio.
Ralph Nervous.
and we're running a very special show tonight as far as awareness. And we're going to be running the next 4 weeks. Something that touches our hearts and the community. So, we've been talking about this for a while, that what we can do to help raise awareness and all the different aspects of what there is out there right now. Right, Jay?
Yeah, awareness is an important thing. It's really having a knowledge and some about a certain subject, having that perception of something. That perception can be subject like suicide, can be subjects such as needs of the community. And really what the goal of this show, which Ralphie brought to my attention, is to, what would you say is the goal?
Raise awareness. Because that's the title of the show, is to basically bring the needs of the community. Our goal is to open minds to the sensitive needs of others, the empathy for our fellow man. Also making a connection, letting down the curtain to who we are and embrace our fellow human.
Yeah, also try to do the understanding as far as, the needs and the maintained selfishness, rather in need of enlightening the truth of our humanity and the connection. So whether through our community, family, taking interest in needs, that's what we need to do. We need to understand what these issues are and why they're happening. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, I'm here also to make sure that people can identify that we've all been there. Us three, everyone that we probably met has been. We want to speak out, or we have needs to be met as human beings, and if you don't say anything, maybe they're not going to be heard. So we're also a platform here. So if you have a topic, if you have a real life issue that you want to be your community to be aware, hopefully this is one of your platforms that you're able to use.
And maybe we can use this show to help anybody out there that's feeling that they have somebody that they don't have somebody to talk to, and they want to release what they're feeling, and that's what we do. Because our subjects for the next few weeks is going to be anywhere between suicide and teens, and there's like a lot of stuff like cancer and domestic violence and all kinds of stuff out there. Racism, all that stuff that's out there, bullying. That's a big topic, and all that stuff we want to cover to be able to help, because if you're feeling and you don't have nobody to talk to, well, you can call us, email us, and we can, try to help express what we can do to help you or get you to the right people.
Yeah, awareness, raising awareness, that being the title of the show, is really important. It is the catalyst to change. If you don't know about something, it's more than likely that you're not going to do anything about it. So raising awareness is definitely a catalyst to change, not just within yourself, but also within the community, with your family, with your friends as well. And really, this show is going to give people an opportunity to look within themselves and think about the subject that's going to be talked about. For example, how do you feel about suicide? What is... are you having those feelings? What leads to those feelings? But it's also going to give us an opportunity to believe that we have a purpose beyond ourselves. When we become aware of things, we now begin to look inwardly and see that there is purpose in our lives, and that there's a purpose also beyond who we are, just in general. We also get the opportunity to see purpose in our fellow human, and hopefully unveil that purpose for them as well. And we start to, I guess you could say, coalesce, come together as a community, and by believing in others and ourselves. And this week, of course, the topic is suicide.
Yeah, it's pretty much a big thing out there right now, especially when my daughter was in school. It's teen suicide, and why is teens at that age, thinking about suicide when they have their lives in front of them? My daughter was part of a program, and maybe one of these days I'll bring her on the show, but she actually helped out a teen that was thinking of the suicide, and she talked to them, and they were trying to debate why. So why are teens, whether it's stress from school, the stress from a teacher, maybe their home life, the parents, there's a lot of factors in it. Even with adults. Adults think about teens or they commit suicide or, go on a rampage. Why? Because, financial reasons, marital statuses, jobs, and they don't have or they don't look at somebody maybe to talk to and express it and have somebody help them figure out why they're feeling that way, especially teens. That's the biggest subject right now. That's what touches me because of my own, is a teen. Why, at their young age, are they thinking about this stuff?
At any age, there is a national suicide hotline, 1-800-273-8255. They're there to help. Once again, what's the number?
1-800-273-8255. They're there 24 hours a day for you.
Yes.
Suicide and hope. They're providing hope. Once again, everyone has those feelings of wanting to live and wanting to be strong, and also wanting to give up. It's an easy way out for sure. To that person, they think at that time, but I know for sure who they leave behind. The pain it continues on. It's only temporary for them, but it's forever for the people who have lost them.
Yeah. So, but real quick, once again, for that number, so you guys didn't get it, it's 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. Now they say that's in the United States, but there's also a website you can go to. It's suicide.org. So in case you want to go on the computer and check it out, you guys are go and do that. A lot of it's confidential. Anything that people call us and talk to us about, it's straight confidential. It's not like we're going to go and like everybody's putting on Facebook and social media right now. This is a serious topic that we talked about that we wanted to start doing and kind of help you guys with.
And I appreciate the people who reach out to me. Like I said, that everything will be confidential. If you ask me to share your story, with your name or not, your story can help someone, and I'll be sharing that in the next segment. The few stories that people have emailed me or texted me or told me to my face within the past couple of days as a result of this show.
Or even if you want to come on and tell your story also, feel free to do that. That's what this show is about. It's more felt from the heart when it comes to somebody who's actually been in that situation and understands it and maybe have gotten out of it and they want to help others. You're more than welcome to come on to this show. Definitely,
this show isn't about us spilling info to you. Right. We're reaching out to you so maybe you could share your story once again and help save lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the things that we do in trying to raise awareness is understanding how big of an impact suicide is having on this nation and all over the world. Some of the facts are that basically suicide was the 10th leading cause of death back in 2010, which probably figures haven't changed too much. Also, it says that there's 105 each day people killing themselves. The question really is then, why is this happening? Why do you think this is happening?
I don't know. Based on the data of the suicides in 16 national violent death reports, since 2009, about 33.3% of suicide descendants tested positive for alcohol. 23% were antidepressants. 21% were opiates. I always mess up with that word every time it's in my head. Including heroin and prescription painkillers. That's a lot. And among the adult age, 18 years in the United States during 2008, 2009. Yeah. It's just crazy.
I think it's a trip that it's saying that estimated 8.3 million adults have suicidal thoughts. So once again, it's common thought, but to take action on it is different. To reach for help for sure.
What we're seeing there in those numbers is we're seeing a problem that's happening, and the main problem here, we see alcohol, we see antidepressants, and opiates. When we see any combination of those things, the answer really lies within, and it's people are trying to change their mood. They're trying to alter a state. They want to be happy. Alcohol for some people, it's the party drug. You go to a party, you drink alcohol, you're happy. But the downside to alcohol is that once you come down, you have your hangover, it actually causes you to become depressed because you actually lose serotonin. And so if you start relying on alcohol for your happiness, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. I know from experience that it's, alcohol can be a crazy, crazy streak to go down to. And when you start becoming dependent on it and then you want to get off of it, it's a horrible feeling. And there are times where you feel like, man, I'm not going to make it through it. And then you have your antidepressants. Antidepressants are huge right now. They are prescribing antidepressants like candy. If you need to take antidepressants, there's nothing wrong with it. For some people it helps, but know that there are side effects. And if you are feeling those side effects of those antidepressants, immediately call your doctor. Go to an ER. Do something if they're causing suicidal thoughts, because unfortunately those are some of the side effects. Opiates. You're looking at. I think opiates. You're looking like at opium. Smoking opium or heroin, injecting heroin, speed, all these things are pointing to one problem, and that's people wanting to change their state. And I think with that in mind, we have to understand one thing: what's going on within ourselves, and how do you believe that we can do that?
Well, a lot of it is pretty much just trying to express yourself, and again. If you're seeking and needing help, you can call any of these lines. And like I said, everything's confidential, and it's more better for you to open up and talk to somebody versus trying to work it on your own. Drugs, alcohol, that's not the answer. It's because that's just more of the devil taking over. What you need to do is you need to figure out what is happening in your life. And there are certain people that can and can't help, but right now today we're trying to help. And again, this hotline that we're giving you, the number 1-800-273-8255, that's what we're here for. And this is the stuff that, again, it's not about us. It's things that we've been talking about and what's in the news. You guys see the news and the reports and you hear daily or know somebody of all this stuff that's going on. We want to make it aware and say, hey, you know what? There is people out there that want to reach out and help you. There is a lot of people out there. What do you think, Ralphie?
Yeah, we don't have all the answers, but we maybe point you to the right direction, and also share our experiences with you. We're definitely going to come back, and we're going to target the more serious side, some real stories. We're just going to take a quick break. This is Raising Awareness, new show on Motivation Live Network.
And remember, once again, don't forget that if you need help, call 1-800-273-8255 for the National Suicide Hotline.
Or go online, suicide.org.
We'll be right back.